Alright guys, welcome back to episode 2, season 8 of The Infected. So today we need to get some stuff done. We're low on energy. I spent the night, like I said, we're on day 2 in the game, but I spent the whole night cutting down all the trees and gathering some stuff up. Alright, so I've got foliage turned off right now just so we can see what's going on. And what we need to do is, in order to build a bed, so we'll go into our items, placeables, furniture, and here's the bed. It takes 6 planks. You can't place it on the dirt. It has to be on a foundation. So as you can see, we can place it up there, but it won't do us any good because we can't reach it. So in order to do that, we need to build us a way to get up there. I believe we can build a wooden ramp. So we'll do that. And we need 3 logs and 4 planks. So today's goal, we're going to get our bed where we can have a place to sleep. And let's grab some planks. And then we need to try to get to workbench, forge, metal, and all that good stuff. Or iron. Alright, and then we should be able to attach this wood. There we go. We'll grab 3 more logs. So once we get some iron going, we can get the log cart going. We can get a lot more advanced stuff going, and that's going to be the goal. Alright, so obviously this stuff's going to be in the way, so we're going to move it out of the way. We'll just ease it over here a little bit. So to move stuff, you just press N as in November. And you can move all your placeable items. And let's see, we'll go ahead and add 1 more. And then 3 more logs. Alright, and there we go. Now we have a way to get up here. And we can put our bed up here if we want to. We can always move it later. So we're going to place it down just so we have it, so we have a place to sleep and a place to spawn at. So furniture, bed. I'll just slap them on there somehow, some way. Like I said, you can just press N, we can move it later. And we need 3 more planks. Oop, I did not mean to do that, so we'll hit wake up. So if you look at the bed, on the lower left you see controls down there, options. So you can hit E to use the bed, hit right mouse button if you want to make the bed your spawn point. So we're going to do that now. So then you'll see it says spawn point enabled. So if we die, we'll resurrect at this bed. So if you build multiple bases, build a bed, and then you need to use the right mouse button to set your spawn point if that's where you want to respawn at. Alright, now the issue with foundations, because I don't know if we're going to make that foundation our actual living space or not. And so with this, you should be able to, so we can go up higher if we want to, we can go lower. And then you can just change it up as you wish. You have to look at the top piece of the foundation in order to do that though. So I wonder what would happen if I built like a, what if I built a perfectly level foundation? Bear with me guys, sorry, I'm trying to learn the new building mechanics. I have not played with them yet. Alright, then grab some more logs really quick. I'm not sure if we have to build it out to do what I'm doing or not. It's just better to go ahead and do it. And then let's get some planks being made. Alright, so what I want to see is, can I build something high next to this? I can. Because the issue is if we use this as our building area, I don't know if we can put stuff under it. Because what I'd want to be able to put down here is going to be others. I don't want to like put mineral extractors below this. Okay, so we can kind of do it. I don't guess that would look terrible. But we can't do it in, we can do it under the ramp, but we can't do it under the actual foundation itself. And I don't believe we can build off the side of it with a flat ceiling piece unless that's been changed. Nope, we cannot. So let's see, how do I want to do this? Because I believe I can't really see. Does the extractor have to be straight on the ground, or can you put it on a? So we can't put that on a foundation. I wonder if it'd be better for me to just build a low foundation and then work my way up. Because what I'm going to try to do is just build another floating house, but get rid of all these legs. but I want to use the foundations as a way to space. Let me do this real quick. Alright, so something like that to me seems to be the way I want to go. We can delete these, we'll get half our materials back since they're completed. And then we can build off of this, make us a level ground foundation to put a fence around. And then we can build an elevated house above it. So then we have like a downstairs for like a work area, and then we have the upstairs for the house. That's what I'm thinking. So let's go ahead and delete this one. And that's as high as... I think we can cheat it though, so let's do this. So we place that one at that height. I think if we try to put one next... Yeah, there we go. We can then cheat the height on that one even more. I don't want to go super high, but I don't want to feel confined either. Because that's not terrible. The thing is we're going to have to build a wall to make a level area without all these legs. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. I mean, I guess that's locked in there, so we cheated that. We can just work off of what we already have. Because in theory, we should be able to do that and that. Something like this, yeah. But I'm gonna finish one of these out. So we're gonna delete this one because it's probably not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna match up. And I guess we'll use this one as the test piece. So you can't add materials to it if you're too close to it. You need to be far enough away from it that you aren't colliding with it. Alright, so now that we've got that, let's see if we can put a wall on the back piece of it, or is that going to collide? Oh, there we go. Alright, so with this wall here, you can't attach anything to the top of it until it's completed, until it's finished. Now the problem I think I'm going to run into is that wall is not going to land perfectly the way I want it to. Alright, so what I want to do, I guess, is get a foundation to the height of that wall, maybe. So if you have logs too, by the way, you cannot jump with a log in your hand. Alright, so what we're doing, in case anybody has not watched my previous videos, so we can attach this ceiling piece here. I don't want all these foundation legs below me because they'll just take up a lot of space. But what we can do is we can put a flat ceiling piece and use that as a floor. But it has to attach to a wall. So let's get this bed out of the way. There's no fall damage, so you can just jump around and fall wherever you wish. Alright, so can I build a ramp that'll match up to that wall? I don't know. I'm thinking no. So the goal would be to get a foundation the same height as that wall level. So we're gonna look there, and is that? I don't. Let's take a look. I think that's gonna be too high still. Well, I guess once we put the ceiling piece up there, it'll work, right? Now that's a lot higher than we need. But whatever. We're gonna work with that. It's my first time building an actual true like elevated building. So it's still gonna be a little bit off, but I think I can live with that. So now what we'll need to do is delete this. I don't guess I can just snap this on there, can I? Maybe these are in the way. I guess not. Alright, let's try to get the foundation to do what we want. Oh, of course you're gonna... So what is this thing hitting? Is it hitting the other roof piece maybe? Ugh. Still don't want to cooperate. I don't get why I can go higher but not lower. Oh, I know what it is. It's trying to connect to this thing, I bet. Alright. Or not. I'm just wasting materials because I can. Alright, what if I get rid of... If we get rid of this wall? Why won't you... I guess it was the wall. Interesting. Alright. Well, that's usually how it goes. A lot of times stuff will collide. So you want to build from the ground up as much as you can before you have to actually add materials to it. Or you'll do like I just did and you'll waste tons of material. Right. Then let's try to add our wood ramp back. These aren't going to work anymore, and we're probably going to end up in the water with my luck. Oh yeah, we're going to build that first. So it's just a whole lot of trial and error, figuring out what's going to work the best and what you like aesthetically. Which I think I'm going to live with this for now. It's not terrible. I mean, we get straight down to the water, so that's not horrible. And as you see, the planks go really, really, really quickly. Did I get 4 of those? Yeah. But pretty much you want to get your house built out before wintertime gets here so you have a nice safe place to stay warm. You want to make sure you have fences up before the Vambies get here. Like I said, we're playing with Vambies, we're playing with Swarm Knight on, so... Now, in theory with that, I don't know if I should have finished this first or not. I don't think we had a choice. Do we have 4 planks? Alright, there we go. Now, moment of truth. Will that with that foundation up there? Can we place a ceiling, a flat? Alright, what's the? Yeah, we'll go that way. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do with that. I guess I could build the front out, so at least. I mean, I guess I could build a square with these, so at least it looks like the building's properly supported. I'm also curious if we can attach one of these to the flat piece. But in order to figure that out, we're going to need more planks. Stats are getting low. It's not good. And it's already 4:28 p.m. and we're headed towards day 3 at the rapid rate. We don't have much done yet. I guess I could just not. Probably won't finish the top of this in this episode. We're probably going to go ahead and flip over and get started on some other stuff. Like how to get iron quickly initially. But we still need planks because I want to finish these foundations down here. And the reason I wanted these to line up like they did, like he's done a great job improving this, is because I'd like to be able to box in the bottom, possibly. So it looks more like a real structure. I do like these new wooden ramps. Like I said, I haven't played around with that yet. That looks, it's really nice. Used to you couldn't do that. Alright, that should get us good there. Let's go ahead and, I think we're going to need 2 or 3 of these finished. And you won't see me recording a lot of stuff at nighttime in the game just because it's so dark. So until I get the flashlight, it's just really, the quality's not there. And I really don't feel like having to edit the video footage to make it lighter. Mostly because I've never done that. I'm not even sure how that works. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move on to our planks. So this is looking rough, but like I said, we're going to move stuff around later. For now, I'm just trying to get what we need. So the next thing that we need to build is going to be the stone forges. Personally, I like to build 5 of these. Because if you build 5, that gives you 10 ingots per like smelting session. Alright, so each one of these takes 25 small stone. That's why I said if you've got small stone, you're probably going to want to be saving that. We're going to press N and grab this chest. Chests are stackable, as you see. And all we're going to do is add stone to these. And that'll finish them off. So I'm going to do that off camera just to save time, so the video's not super long. What I'm going to do is smash up all the rocks here to save all the copper ore and go ahead and get it collected. And we'll build this out. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. So a quick note, I don't think I've mentioned this. So the reason we grabbed that chest is because stone weighs 1.75 per piece of stone. Ore weighs 2 pounds each. So you want to grab the chest because you can fill it up with as much weight as it can hold. And you can just move it around. So you just pick it up with N, place it down with E. And all your stuff stays in it. So that just allows us to carry a lot more stuff. Hence why I grabbed that chest. So you want to do that whenever you're getting stone, or if you see these other little rocks here, which we'll go over probably on the next episode when we start building a roof. But these are clay rocks, and they'll drop 10 clay per, and clay is really heavy. It's 10 pounds per stack, and you're going to need like 10 pieces per roof, I think it is, or 5 pieces per roof. So yeah, you're going to want to carry a chest with you when you go to get that stuff. Alright, we'll be back in just a second. Alright, so we're back. So I gathered up enough stone, 25 stone per forge. We got them all built out. I went ahead and put stone on top of these. We do need some more, so we'll grab these two here. So to get iron, there's several different ways. You can use iron fragments, iron ore. Eventually we can build a mineral extractor. It'll get us iron ore and iron fragments. The quickest way we're going to do it is to use the caves. But the other method is to smelt rocks. These will give you iron fragments. 5 iron fragments will give you 1, or 5 iron fragments is equivalent to 1 iron ore. And to put it on there, you just look at this, you press E. You can alt right click and move the stone on or off. And then you need to add fuel here to this bottom circle, then you'll light it with your lighter. So for that, that's why I said save your bark chips. That's what I like to use these for. So we'll grab 5 stacks of these. And then drag those on for fuel. And because these are exposed in the rain right now, they won't stay lit. They also need to be dry. So we'll probably get this built out some and see if that'll cover it and count. Since we have a floor, then that'll be a roof. I think we should be good to go. I've gone ahead and started laying out some more of this building just so I can get ready to start fencing before the Vambies come. Because we're currently on day 3 now that we slept. So to do this, what I've been doing is I've been going to foundations and you just lock in on the top of it. I've been trying to make sure I keep the wood in the same direction. You just mouse wheel to get it the way you want it. And I think we're going to build something like this and then we'll fence around it. So you can get the stick out of the way. And we're going to do the same thing here because I want like smooth platforms to build on. And that'll give us a nice floor, nice workspace, plenty of room for storage, and a lot of stuff between us and the Vambies so that they should not destroy our stuff. And then what we're probably going to do is come out one more row out to here, go around it, and then we'll go around that with a fence. And we'll start the fence at the edge of this piece right here. But to do that, we're going to have to empty these and then move them. Oh, so we're going to have to build around and out first to come this way. Is what it's looking like. Because this is not... I guess we can fake it, right? Yeah. Fake the game out and make it work for us. Because you can only go so low. So we went as low as we could, then we went low again. So this is what I'm going to do down here, and then we'll go around one more time. Stick, looks like the stick is in the way, we'll grab it. And then we'll just have to get the extractor, or get the saw benches out of the way. But that's the start of the base, guys. And like I said, we're going to put all the living space upstairs and all the storage down here. And we'll probably put all of our workbenches down here and everything else, and then just build like a nice little house up there. So with that done, we need to clean up our inventory some. And so real quick here, so spoiled food looks like this. It'll show up here when food goes bad. You want to save all of that because that's going to be our first source of fuel. We're going to use that to make biofuel. So save all of those, and once we get to that point, I'll show you how to make it quickly. Alright, let's go ahead and store our extra sticks because we're going to need to make some spears and stuff. Now, do I have an empty chest? Nope. Let's get us an empty chest, and then we need to make another pickaxe. Make us a stone blade. And there's our pickaxe. So the nearest cave to us is right here. That's why I like building here. Or that's why I wanted to rebuild on the fresh save here. Because it would give us the advantage of having a cave nearby. Another raccoon. And this is what the caves look like. So we're going to go into here. You can't place stuff in here, so we're going to set the chest outside of it. And of course it's going to get super dark, guys. Sorry I don't have a flashlight. Just have to do the best we can. And as you see these rocks inside of here, these do respawn. The big rocks outside and the clay rocks outside, they do not, but these do. So you're going to smash these. They should give you iron and lead. You can also find mushrooms in here, and that's used for making the medicated bandages. Once we get a workbench, which is one of the goals we're currently working on now. So I'm going to continue exploring this cave. I'm going to get some mushrooms. I'm going to get some lead and some iron ore. What we're going to do is, as we get full and our weight reaches to the max, we'll run back out, go to our crate, and we'll do an alt right click and move everything into it. So you see we have lead ore and 1 iron ore. It varies between rock to rock how much you get. And I'm going to go ahead and fill up a chest, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so we finished the cave exploration. As you can see here, we got a bunch of lead. We surprisingly got copper. I've never gotten copper out of a cave before. But we got 6 pieces of copper while in the cave, and then we got 9 pieces of iron ore. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab this iron, and again, once more, an alt right click, pull it out. We'll grab 1 piece of copper just to say we did. Since we have 5 forges, that's 2 pieces of ore at a time we can smelt. So we're going to go ahead and press E while facing the forge and light it. Forges can be used as a source of heat in the wintertime. You just need to be close enough to them. I went ahead and finished building out the ceiling above them just in case it starts raining. That should be enough to cover them. And then, so if you look at it, you can see your fuel will slowly go down. You can see as the ore is cooking with the white fill lines. And then once that's done, we'll add the iron ore to it and get our iron started so we can build out some more stuff. While we're waiting for that, we'll go ahead and add some planks here if we have any left. And we're overweight. But no rush, we're just waiting on some rocks to cook. Let's see, how are we looking now? So it's obviously raining. Our forges are still lit, so I think we're in good shape. Alright, everything's taking its time, so we can go ahead and set out our next items. So what we're working on building right now, then first things you want to get out is you're going to want to build a workbench. And we're going to want to build, so the workbench takes 10 nails. In order to get nails, you need to build the anvil, which takes 8 planks, 5 iron ingots. So we're going to want to build one of these. And then we're also going to want to build a log cart so we can quit running around all over the place to get logs. It won't take as long. And it's going to take 10 nails, 10 planks, and 3 wood logs. So we'll just set him over here. And then we're ready to build. Alright, so our stone finished. You can see it gave us 1 iron fragment per stone. We'll take those off. They'll stack up. Do an alt right click. Put our iron back on there. And what we can do now that we have 5 iron fragments, we can drag that over and drop it. You can't alt right click a stack on there. It'll only move 1 at a time, so you have to actually drag the stacks of iron fragments over. Another cool thing we can build while we're waiting on this is we can go into here, placeables, furniture, and this is our first light source, the fire pot. It takes 5 iron fragments and 10 plant fibers, and it can go on top of stuff. It's stackable. So we'll add those 5 iron fragments to that, and we'll grab 10 plant fiber. We'll hold the shift key, drag over with the left mouse button, and then we can select the amount that we want. Add that here. And there's our fire pot. You press E to activate it. It does not require a fuel source. It will just burn on its own. And then, of course, as always, you can move that around if you want to by pressing the N key as in November. And just turn it back on once you have it where you want it. So once these are done, we'll add these to the anvil. Build the anvil first, then we'll build the workbench. The workbench is going to allow us to make bandages. And we're going to want to make a bow really soon because the Vambies will be coming since we're on day 3. I think they start on day 5. We have predators now. I just got attacked by a bear a minute ago. Bears and other animals, they'll drop you resources like fat, which is used to make tallow, which is used to make bandages. You'll get animal hide, which we need 1 piece of that to make a quiver. I think it's 1. It might be 2 pieces, but we need animal hide to make quivers. Bones we'll use later with the advanced workbench to make bone shards, to make bone arrows and bone spears. And make sure you're saving your feathers to make arrows with. And then save your animal hide also, because we'll later on use that to make furniture. Alright, so these are done now, so we're going to pull them off. And if we want, we can go ahead and smelt some more stuff up. So we'll go ahead and smelt some more stone, just so we have some more fragments, so we can smelt this copper, just to get it into where we can use it in a minute to make our first extractor. Yeah, let's go ahead and store this, not that, because they're kind of heavy. Add the iron ingots here. Store the rest of these. We need to get some planks together. Let's make us a slot. And we need to get 8 planks. Let's go ahead and grab some more lumber. Or some more logs. Well, while these are empty, we can go ahead and move these two to get them out of our way so we can get to building the rest of the building out. So again, you just press N to move these. You can use the mouse wheel to rotate them to whatever orientation you want. And let's go grab another stack. We're going to need even more. Sorry guys if I'm still coughing a little bit. I'm still getting over being sick. So my voice sounds kind of broken at times. And it's hard to get energy in there because of that. Alright, so now we've got some copper coming up. We can go ahead and store these 2 planks on the anvil. Let's see, we need 2 more. Alright, so our anvil's made. And the next thing we're going to want to make, just because we need more planks, we can go ahead and make this bad boy. We need 10 nails for that. 3 logs. So let's go ahead and grab the 3 logs we need. And that'll just make making everything else so much faster. Because with the log cart, we can carry up to 11 logs. How many does this need? We need 10 planks for that. Now you're slowly but surely seeing the reason why I cut down all those trees. Can never get enough planks. Alright, so while those are finishing up, let's go ahead and grab some more ore to smelt. So each row of this is 10. So if you get one, if you make 5 forges like I did, you can use 1 row. That'll be 1 whole stack, or 1 smelting round. Let's grab these. And we can store the copper for now. We don't need it at this moment. And then we'll go to the anvil, and at the anvil you'll just open it up. You can alt right click, move that. There's a bulk recipe to make a bunch of nails. We're just going to do what we need with one at a time for right now. If you put 5 on there, you can make more. So we'll do craft. That gives us 10 nails. So we're going to go ahead and add those to the log cart. And there's our log cart. So to use this, you just press E. And then you can shift run with it. You can walk with it. Press E to set it back down. And then you'll grab your logs. And then press E to load it up. And now, as I said, we can get a lot more building done a lot quicker. And you can roll this around. You can set it on top of your foundations. There was a height limitation. You can't set it on these unbuilt pieces yet. We might be able to squeeze it in here. I don't know. Looks like we can't. So we'll just set it here for now. And let's see, what do we need for our workbench? We need 8 more planks and 10 nails there. So we're good on that. We just need planks. Looks like our ore is finishing up. We can grab that while we're waiting. You can also put these out with the flask and water, just like you do anything else that's burning. Let's go ahead and store this for now. Grab us, you know what? Grab us a partial row. And we'll get into making some other stuff with rocks here in a second, or in the next episode whenever we get to windows. We'll need to use rocks to make glass. All right, and then we'll store our iron because we don't need it at the moment. And here's our workbench. So on the workbench, like I said, the first things we're going to be wanting to make on here, if we go into here, Itempedia, you can make the katana, it's actually crafted on the anvil. It takes 1 stick, 1 iron ingot. It's also a good starting weapon to have. We can bulk craft our arrows if you go to bulk items. You can bulk craft, let's see, so stone arrows will be the first ones. It's going to be 5 stone, 5 feather, 5 stick, 5 rope. And you can bulk craft your rope with 50 plant fiber, which we'll do once we get to making our bows and arrows. Let me see, can we bulk craft bandages? Yeah, so bandages we can bulk craft with 5 tallow, 25 plant fiber. Tallow can be bulk crafted with 10 animal fat. And then you're going to want these in case you get hit by the vampies because you'll start bleeding. And then besides that, we'll need to be getting into blueprints here soon. So that'll be good. Before winter gets here, we're going to want to make some clothing. We're going to want to make the winter coat and the snow pants. And that's going to be done on the workbench as well. Man, let me think. What's the other thing? And then the quiver here. So it holds arrows, can be crafted on the workbench. It can be equipped to your backpack automatically. It takes 2 hide and 2 rope. So we'll get into the arrows, the quiver, and everything on the next episode. I'll have to get some feathers together because I like to bulk craft, so I need to gather up some more materials for all of that. And looks like we're done with this. We can grab some more of this stuff off of here. If you face it in a weird way, sometimes it'll skew the nodes. And we'll just keep making iron for now because we're going to need to make extractors so that we can get iron even easier. And we'll go over that, like I said, a lot of that will be done in the next episode, just so we can get more building done. We need, like I said, we need to get fences up. We need to get the spike fences up, all that good stuff. So we have the spike traps here. We could go ahead and build a bunch of those now because it just takes logs, ropes, sticks. I want to build the wooden fences first and then put the spikes around those. And that's just going to be wood, logs, and rope. But with the workbench, it makes it easy because we can craft so much rope. Alright guys, so I hope this episode helps you out. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, we'll get another episode out today or tomorrow. Be sure as always to like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.